I'm really excited.
Did they update this? No, there's something I have to do, and I do it every time, but I can't remember what it is. Oh my god, we're not going to be able to read this. Welcome to live chat. Remember to
We're in the chat now, though.
No, there's something I have to press for us to read it live, and I have to do it every time, but I don't know. Pop-out chat?
I don't know. Sorry, guys. Yeah, see, we can read them automatically.
Oh, they updated it then.
Hi. It says live chat at the top, so I assumed it would be live.
Well, no, every time I did it before, it would I would have to press something.
Oh, I trust you. You do these way more than me.
Hi, guys. Happy Halloween.
I'm glad you guys are sticking around. It's really late for us. We didn't know if anybody would show up.
Do you like our costumes? We're being Kiki's delivery service today.
Well, I look nothing like Kiki. It's just a witch.
A witch and a cat.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited a bunch of you guys are still here.
I feel like I have heartburn.
Oh, we missed you guys too. Ashlyn's been working like crazy, so this is the one day that she was like, Hannah, I only have some time, but a tiny bit of energy. So let's say hi.
Yeah. I also just got back from vacation. I was gone for 7 days. San Diego.
Hobnobbing.
Hobnobbing.
With the whole city.
Okay, 1-year-old AF. Who says
hobnobbing is a fun word?
That's
not hanging out with, networking with, partying with. Hobnobbing is not an old person word.
Hobnob.
Yeah, hobnobbing.
I think I'm going to go out and hobnob with my friends tonight. That's so old.
It's still fun.
It is fun.
It's hipster talk.
Oh, is it?
Come back.
What, with you and your dog? We're doing good. How are you guys?
Ooh, 15 of you. I'm so excited that there are a few that could hang out for a little bit. I say 15 and then one person leaves. They're like, no, I stumbled in and didn't want it anymore.
How's your guys' Halloween? What have you guys been up to?
Ashley got to work all night Halloween. So we're like, well, today will be Halloweekend.
I made good money, though.
Yeah. That's why I was like, don't worry about this. Go make some money.
Yeah. What did you guys do for Halloweekend?
This is when we find out you do have to push something for the chat.
Uni does that.
Halloween really starts to stink when you're a solo adult. Well, unless you have like groups of friends.
Well, I forget that Halloween was on a Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I don't know how it is in other countries, but usually in the United States, so Halloween was on a Thursday. So we celebrated it the weekend before. But then Tobe and I went to like a Halloween party tonight, which is where we're coming back from. But I'm like, I went all out for Halloween in San Diego, and then I dressed up for work because I was bartending for Halloween. And I'm like, this is as good as you're gonna get for this.
Watching Hocus Pocus is a good way to do Halloween no matter what.
Right?
I have the first 2 seasons of Are You Afraid of the Dark? And that's my Halloween thing. It's still scary.
It is usually big in the States. I feel like I have a couple friends that are like from other countries, and they're like, your Halloween is like Christmas. Like, we don't play.
We love our spookiness. Mm-hmm. We're a witchy country. We like our spooky.
Spooky.
Chatting with friends is another great thing to do on Halloween. I feel like an ideal adult Halloween is like a friend to hang out. Yeah. You get to like eat candy and watch spooky movies or whatever.
Or you dress like a slut and party hard.
I mean, there's that.
Which is my type of Halloween.
Yeah, you dress like a slut, meaning you were fully clothed because you whine when you're cold.
Well, I was in San Diego.
Right.
Oh, I guess tonight.
No, I mean, even there, that like, when you say that, you didn't show up in a bikini. Like, you know what I mean?
That's tacky. Right. I was a gypsy. And then I was a hippie then on that Friday.
My favorite Halloweens are when I have cool kids that I can take trick-or-treating. And I can look like a fool.
I'm not friends with any children, so.
I know, not me neither. That's why I didn't do it. It'd be creepy if I found someone else's kids trick-or-treating.
You're like, hey, you look cool. You look hip. Do you want to go hobnob around the block? And kids candy.
You make me sound like someone who was cool in the 20s, but I'm talking in like the 70s. Hobnobbing is a fun word. This is what happens when you're raised in the kind of house that avoids swearing at all costs. You learn some really old words. Hobnob, kerfuffle. I love kerfuffle.
Dude, I just tickled my own fancy with what I just said. That really chuckled me.
It's also really, really, it's like what, 2:30 a.m. here?
Yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning, yeah.
What old-timey words do you guys you'd be like, nobody speaks like that but you, Lana.
Right. Well, no, I get embarrassed because a good chunk of my life, I was raised by my Nana. And so when I'm at tables or like serving people, I'll be like, I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb tail. And they're like, I don't even know what that means. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. But
it's cute.
But we're out here. I feel like my ear just got so on fire. It's so red. It's only this one too. This happened to me the other night. Just like half this
half your head is exploding.
Burns. Like so hot. Nobody's like, I don't care about your ear.
Right? Nobody's saying anything. Oh, now they are. I don't know if we have a delay or if people are just not talking. Thank you, Sunshine Hay.
Okay, rude. I'm an old soul too. A little fart nugget.
It doesn't mean you're not an old soul, although you did just say you're an old soul and call someone a fart nugget. That's something a baby soul says.
So make me hotbox you with these words, because I'll do it.
Oh, we never sleep enough. That's not a thing that exists.
Oh, absolutely not.
Can't you tell? Like half of our online presence is people who don't sleep enough.
Right.
Yeah, we just wanted to hang out a little bit and kind of chat with you guys, catch up with you guys, and like see how you're doing, and also see if you have, I don't know, like.
We just wanted to BS, hang out.
Yeah, we finally had time. We don't have a lot of time to do anything in the world, so being able to do these live streams is the most spur of the moment thing I think we can do.
Yeah,
with the channel. So we just want to hang out.
When there's a comeback, we have promised ourselves no ifs, ands, or buts.
We're gonna be on that on the channel.
We're gonna be on that.
I was really hoping it would be in November, but things seem very up in the air. Oh, I'm glad. We have 2 people who it's morning for them. So they're like having a leisurely lunch watching us or something.
Ooh. Well, 10:30 a.m. She's probably drinking her coffee.
Most people are at work by 10:30 a.m., Ashlyn.
I guess that's true.
We both have night-esque jobs.
Yeah, that's true.
For us, 10:30 a.m. is when you drag yourself out of
bed. Like,
so has there been any information about a comeback that we haven't been hearing? I first heard it was supposed to be November, and now I'm hearing that it might not even be this year. But I never trust anything Big Hit says about comebacks because they're all trolls. They always want to trick us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious.
We do not know.
I think we might be having some signal issues. Yeah, everything I'm hearing is definitely secondhand. The closest thing to firsthand I've heard was, I think it was Namjoon. Somebody said that Jingle Ball Bash or whatever is their last big concert of the year. So people are thinking that means there's not a comeback.
Well, when they do comebacks, do they do concerts?
Well, no, their biggest show, like stage show. Like basically they were kind of implying they're not doing much for the rest of the year. But that can also be throwing us off the scent. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's all speculation. I just really want a new album. I'm really looking forward to it. Although the T by T TXT album came out, it's actually really good. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have already listened to it, but that's been fun too. Okay, that might be what I was hearing people saying. I just heard people were implying that things were said that sounded like they're not doing a comeback this year. So if they're not doing award shows or whatever. Which, honestly, they could have been planning a comeback in November, and then because their little brother group came out, they might be giving them a moment so they can win the awards. Because now they're not super rookies anymore, so they're competing directly against each other. So if the Tomorrow by Together comes out with an album, it would make sense that the company would stagger them enough that they could pick up some awards, and then BTS will pick up some awards there next. Well,
I'm all about like that 2020 off right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oh, they're not even okay, so they're going to attend Mama.
I mean, it makes sense. Like,
I could see January.
Me too.
But I could also see November because that's holiday rush. But who knows? They're hiding it well now. They're really going to surprise us. But yeah, TXT, T by T. I like saying TXT, but I do think it is T by T. They surprised me too, a lot. It was really cool.
T by T, TXT. I like TXT better.
I do too, but the group is Tomorrow by Together. So I think technically it's supposed to be T by T, but TXT makes sense. They all know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
I just think it was really cool.
I haven't listened to it. Lana showed me like a snippet of.
I showed her one of the previews that had like snippets from every song on the album, and then I showed her. I played Runaway for her, but their sound matured a lot, and not that it was bad before. Like they were just really. I thought it was really cute before, like, and then they pop out with rock songs and like. I don't know. I think it's cool that they're experimenting so much. They did a good.
Well, it's pointless for them to attend every single award show because let's be real, they're going to win a crazy amount of awards. Well, so it's just pointless at this point.
Well, and if they
send a video, babies.
Well, that and if they don't come up with an album this year because they're really committing to letting them have some kind of a break, I'm all for it. Yeah. Like, they really deserve one. And it's not like they have a ton left to do in terms of dominating Korean markets. So it's like, let them chill. Let them have a winter where they don't have to do 20 things a day,
Yeah.
That's the one that I'm actually thinking about. August D2. They've been hinting at that one a lot. So I'm hoping we get it before they come back as well. If you're crying out loud, Yoongi dressed as August D for the Festa when they were all doing their solo stuff, and he could easily have done Seesaw instead.
No, he couldn't have. There was no set uniform for that.
Well, yeah, his fancy pajamas that he wore all the shows. I'm just saying, seems to me
like he's
like
done Seesaw so many times, and they're all different outfits.
My point was just, I think that he was keeping the brand alive for a reason. And so I see an August D2 album dropping soon.
Yeah.
That's all I meant. Because Hobie did Hope World outfit, but Namjoon did Persona, not Mono. Because Mono never really had a look.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm hoping it was a sign that August D2 will drop. And then
he says he's been working on it for a really long time.
And they'll finally have enough rap line songs to do a rap line concert. In my wildest dreams.
You just reminded me of our niece when you did that.
Yes, I remind everybody of Brenda all the time. My niece is my little twin.
Legitimately. That Bang Tang bomb drop. There was a drop yesterday?
Yeah, that was for their what I was telling you about their Festa family photo behind the scenes.
Oh.
Which is again August D.
Yeah, okay.
So Hyuna and her boyfriend, so Edon, are having a comeback next week. That's kind of cool. I do, now that you mention it, I do remember him in the movie saying that he was almost done when Hope World released, but he was like letting Hope World come out first.
We miss you too.
Okay, I'm tired because I meant to do heart fingers and it came out like this. It's supposed to be this. It came out as 1 thumbs up and 1/2. Oh, dear goodness. Yeah, we missed you guys too. That's why it's fun to be able to drop in when we can like this.
Yeah.
And we can at least chat with you and
we're grooving. We're chilling.
I saw that on Mamamoo. I've been thinking about Mamamoo a lot lately.
Oh, they won Queendom?
Yeah.
I've watched like little stages of it. Because I don't have social media right now. Well, I just downloaded it for like my San Diego trip, and I haven't had any social media in
Ashlyn cut everything.
Like 2 months, 3 months. So I have YouTube and I have Tumblr are like the 2 things that I use. And Queendom things were popping up all the time. And the Mamamoo stages were fire.
They do deserve it. Absolutely.
They're so good.
I have said, so I started following Mamamoo about the same time as BTS, which means a lot closer. I've been following them for, I believe, longer in their career than I have BTS's career, because I might be totally wrong, but I feel like they debuted a little after BTS. And I've been saying literally since day one, that's the girl group in K-pop that could be successful, really successful in the United States, but they need to be managed differently and marketed a lot better. But they're amazing. They're really, really good.
Yeah, I like them.
I mean, I'm not having to convince you. You like them too.
No. I'm not.
Ashlyn is like half Hwasa. So it just makes me laugh all the time. Oh, you checked out Mamamoo because of me? That's really nice. They're like the K-pop girl group that I like.
Oh, my girl. Oh, my girl. I don't think I've ever, is that?
I mean, yeah, I don't know much about them either, but if people don't know them well, then yeah, they probably didn't have a huge chance. But hopefully their talent will mean they can use it as a stepping stone and maybe win next time.
Yeah. Is that the one that did what's it called? Where they did that like Seiguki like period piece stage?
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's really sad because I don't follow K-pop in general. So there's a lot of people I have no idea who they are, even if everybody else does. But it definitely still seems to be getting better, but there's still this unfortunate thing of like, if you don't have buzz, even if you're the most talented one on the stage, odds are you're not going to win. Mm-hmm. And that's upsetting because I feel like there's a lot of really talented people in small companies in Korea that don't get the buzz that they should. But I also feel like that's changing a little bit.
Look at BTS. I mean, play me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm hoping that some of these talents will get to hop out and shine more with what they deserve than they would if they had to only rely on the Korean market and the resources of their companies.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm here for all talented
individuals.
Yeah. Well, all talented individuals, but K-pop in general, I'd love to see evolve to the point where people can proudly say, oh, they're K-pop, and not like, well, they're not really K-pop, they're artists or whatever. I'd like it to be like, yeah, you can have artistic pop stars too. Yeah.
It's just a genre of music. It has nothing to do with your artistic capabilities. So
that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So they are the ones who did the Seiguk.
Okay, yeah, I watched that. And I was like, ooh. But you know me, I love a good Seiguk.
Yes. Ashlyn's here for the Seiguk more than any other concept, I think.
Oh, 100%. I love period pieces. Oh, do you guys like my spooky?
Oh, yeah, the decorations. They can't even see the lights.
I know. The lights are lining all around it. Very pretty purple lights. And I did the table and all over there. But I have to take it down. I have to start doing.
Bonjour. Ashlyn's really good at decorating things, guys. Like, really, really fantastically good. Like, Ashlyn, I was teasing on Twitter the other day that, like, I come home and Ashlyn's got all these things like color-coded, decorated, like even the smellscape of the house is good. And I brought home some like glittery ghost I found at Walmart because I thought it was cute. Like I'll buy anything I think is cute, and Ashlyn makes the place look like she's decorating for a mansion. Like someone's hired her. It's really nice. So I get to benefit, and I get the sparkly ghost monster.
Right.
The vocal line solo projects. I am too. Jungkook has been pushing solo work for so long, like an album. He wants to drop his own mixtape. And I'm like, I'm very curious.
I'm here for it.
Right?
Thank you.
Part of me wonders if, because we know they had this big break, and J-Hope went to LA to do a whole project during the break. Mm-hmm. Part of me wonders if they're having a slow tail end of the year because everybody's working on stuff. Wouldn't it be cool if they got like extended time to kind of do passion projects for a bit, and then suddenly throughout 2020 we get all these really cool personalized projects?
I feel like they're on a time crunch before they all go to the military. So if now's the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And plus, we have no idea yet how they're handling the military. I bet Big Hit doesn't even know yet fully how they're going to handle it. Mm-hmm. Outside of announcing Jin isn't leaving this year, because that rumor spread around. Now the news outlets are reporting it as BTS don't have to go to the military. I'm like, do not do that. One,
I feel like even if they were exempted, they would still go.
They've already said that. But like, it causes drama in Korea because people have a lot of feelings about whether they should be exempted or not. But it also makes young international fans disappointed when they open up and read and it's like, they don't have to do the military this year. Like, all this buzz is actually really, really annoying me. Because like, as far as I know, they've never even pushed for an exemption. It's only been talked around like Parliament and stuff. Yeah. Parliament's probably not what they call it, but you know. And so maybe even for them, it's like mildly insulting. Like, why do you assume we're not going to do it? Like, that's part of being a Korean man, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, they absolutely should be put on paid platforms, yeah. Unless they're covers, because obviously you can't monetize covers easily. But I think they might be transitioning to do that, though, because on our end, all of the mixtapes were monetized recently, and they weren't when they first came out. We like had a year of non-monetized mixtape stuff, and then suddenly they're all getting snapped up in a line. So I think Big Hit is starting to monetize the solo work, which they should. Like, even if they release on SoundCloud, they're getting a lot of streams, and the members deserve that cash for their work. I think everybody should get paid whenever their work is being used. Or their
we're literally the channel that waits 24 hours to post a video because we want them to make their coin.
Right.
You know? We're a weird channel, but
yeah,
we don't do ships. We don't do, you know what I mean? But it's not weird, but it's different from a lot of reaction channels.
Yeah, and it used to be the norm to wait 24 hours, and then it became not the thing because
people are like so many like reactions will be like it will come out and then like not even like a half an hour later.
Oh yeah, or they'll live stream the reaction or whatever. And I'm like yes, they're getting all of these big number wins, but like when your brand is worth that much, you deserve to make the money. That's why I get really ticked off when people download their paid stuff too, like people who upload the Bon Voyages to YouTube and stuff. I'm like, guys, let them get paid.
Yeah.
Like, this is how they make their money. People like to pretend Big Hit's bigger than it is. It's still a small company. It's making cash, but like...
That's why we don't react to anything under, like, behind a paywall. That's why we don't, like...
They're making cash, but pirating can still actually hurt Big Hit. Yeah. It's not like it's Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm like, guys...
They literally have one band that made all of their income.
The last few years, yeah. Or the vast majority of it.
Majority.
So I'm like, guys, they can't expand if you steal all their junk.
Yeah.
Because you want it.
You're not blessed because somebody pirated the whole Bon Voyage and uploaded it to YouTube. That's stealing. That's disgusting.
Well, and it's stealing from a small company too.
Yeah, save up your allowance for 2 weeks. I don't know how old you are. Like, pay for it.
For me, I'm not a saint at all when it comes to that stuff. But I think it's just like you don't steal from mom and pop shops. Like I don't steal anything, but people who I don't know steal from big chain stores aren't doing as bad a thing, in my opinion, as stealing from like Aunt Sally's antique shop, you know.
Right. Well,
is small.
We're from Washington and we're right outside of Seattle. And like literally everyone I know, their main motto is support local business. That's a motto we do. Like if you can get something at a small local business other than a big chain, you do it. Like it's just what you do because
we're going to get it. Like, I'm glad this is in the middle of the night. And I'm glad not a lot of people are here because it can be put on Twitter like a clip. You know, Lana says, you can steal junk. No, Gus Van Sant? Van Saint?
I don't know who that is.
I've heard the name for sure. 안녕하세요. I've definitely heard the name. Fill us in, Sunshine Hay. Oh, yeah. What about him?
Are they going to make a movie? Is V going to be in a feature film?
Oh!
Wait, isn't Jimin the one that says he doesn't like the way he acts?
Jimin has said lately he wants to try acting.
Oh,
in some interviews. They've asked, like, who wants to get into acting, and Jimin has said yes a few times. So, I mean, that would be awesome.
I'm here for it.
Right?
Such a beautiful man. So beautiful.
Also, I'm reading back because I got my feelings. We just started talking. But that does make sense about it being in their contracts about solo projects. But now I think they're a big enough name. They should get paid as producers.
Wait, what are you reading right now?
If you go up further, I also think it's Big Hit's way of keeping the focus on the group and less on individuals that might have even been in their former contracts. They couldn't make money on solo stuff.
Oh,
so that makes sense.
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's such a huge chunk right there.
There is, that's really nice of him to say about Jimin because it's true. And when you said, Good Will Hunting, I could definitely see Jimin doing some kind of like peaceful drama.
Yeah.
I don't know. That makes me really happy. Yeah.
Wait. What country is he from? It doesn't sound American.
I think he
Von Sant.
I mean, don't quote me. I think he is, but he's got a foreign name. He made Good Will Hunting. So I mean, he's making movies in Hollywood.
Yeah, but there's tons of directors that Ashley.
She means Ashlyn.
Rude. Just kidding. What am I reading right now? I still have not finished Kingdom of Ash. So I'm reading Kingdom of Ash. It's the seventh book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Look it up. It's the best series ever. And that's the story she wrote.
Yeah, he is American.
And his name's Gus Von Sant.
Gus Van Sant. Yeah. Well, that's like how you can have an American born whose name is,
I'm not really mad at you. I was just joking.
But, we're such a mixed culture. There's plenty of people with foreign sounding names who are born here.
What American is going to pop out again and be like, I'm going to name him Gus Von Sant?
Well, unless Sant is a last name, usually French. They just named their kid Gus.
That's out of control.
Ashlyn's world is rocked. There's no specific topic for today. We just are asking questions and talking.
Oh my God, stop. My brother, he went to New York Comic-Con and he got to sit in on her little thing that they do over there. What is that?
Book signing?
No. We're at
a panel. A panel.
Yeah, he got to sit in on her panel. He said she's a little socially awkward, but he wasn't sure if it was because she was paired up with a lady that was socially awkward. So the conversation was really flowing.
Authors are usually socially
I know, but she's beautiful. She's so beauty queen.
That's probably why she's an author. If she's a beauty queen and an author, odds are she's socially awkward. I've heard good things on him. I have never read anything she's ever written.
Well, I have all of her books. Very good. I have every single one of those books in my mini library over there.
I mean, it's right up my alley, so. No. I have seen some clips of the final concerts. Ashlyn got rid of all of her social media. So she's only ever seen what I've shown her. But I have seen a few of them. I also saw Jin and Jin stands were trending for a while because we're insane in the best way possible. It looked like a lot of fun and also a little sad. Like I told Ashlyn about Namjoon crying really hard the last one and stuff. It is funny to me that Jimin was picked as a global fashion influencer when all of the group talk about how he is the least fashionable person when he joined.
He had like bedazzled words on his butt.
I think it was just words on the butt. You add bedazzled. It's your headcanon. But yeah, you did mention when he joined, he had pants with writing on the butt, and he made him throw out all his stuff by trickery because no one else was going to share with him.
Right.
That's funny. But I mean, he has developed. Jimin has a very particular fashion sense. Mm-hmm. When I think of fashion, though, I'd immediately go to V first. It's interesting.
Well, see, what I really like about Jimin is, about him and Jungkook, actually, is that they're very fashionable, but it's very relaxed, non-eccentric, very...
Oh, yeah.
Totally my vibe.
It makes sense that Jimin would, like you're saying, get calls from major brands, especially fashion brands, because not only is he stylish, he's tiny.
And he has a face that's
he's got a runway body. Yeah, and he's sweet. Yeah. And like, I can absolutely see them trying. And an extreme influencer. All of BTS are. I bet every fashion brand on the planet is going to try to team up with someone there because they'll get instant clicks and instant views. And everybody under the sun is realizing that if they can take a picture with them or even find a way to mention them, they're going to get boosted views. Oh, I don't think it's personal to say V's fashion isn't for you. He's a high fashion boy, and high fashion doesn't click with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would even be fine with that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like V's fashion sense reminds me of like what I dressed like in high school. I had like this crazy jacket that looked like an old person's carpet, and it was my favorite thing ever.
Right? Yeah, I think of V as couture, and like you guys were saying, like Jungkook and Jimin are both like stylish but accessible. I think Jungkook's a little more.
I love how you say Fila, and I'm rocking the Filas, babe.
Jungkook to me is a little bit more street. Jimin has a little bit more etherealness to it, but they're both very wearable. But yeah, they all have very distinct fashions, and I think each member will appeal to a different group of people more than the others, which is the best. It means they stand out as individuals. Mm-hmm. Also, Ash and I talk all the time about how Namjoon went from edgy hip-hop style to nature-loving man. Ashlyn is constantly mentioning how often he's pulling Native American styles into his wardrobe. And she's like, hey, you know what? This is my people. Like,
I'm not offended.
No, but you're like, I see you.
Yeah.
I see your brother wolf and your feathers and your...
I support it. I'm like,
it's really cute.
As long as you're not wearing like a sacred headdress out and about, do you, baby boo. No, his lips are puffy and beautiful. Oh, yeah.
I wish it wouldn't be so controversial, because I keep telling Ashlyn all the time, put me in charge of something, I could double all of their net worth if we could make Western makeup brand deals with them. But it'd be too controversial, I think. The type of deals that get them the best run, but they could do it. Mm-hmm. And they could be multi-millionaires. I mean, they already are millionaires, but like far and away, they could make a ton of money in makeup.
Well, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson are doing this series right now on YouTube, and it's all about like the in-depth of like creating makeup palettes, all that stuff and whatever, and like actually putting out numbers, and like holy macaroni, the amount of money in makeup is astronomical.
Yeah.
Stupid. You can be a multi-millionaire in a blink of an eye. Like, what?
Yeah, I kind of already knew that, but I'm also like BTS makes bank on bad brand deals. Like, and I don't mean bad like it's an awful choice, but just like things that they'll just slap their names on. And it's
You
not
just
even
bought the
high-quality
conspiracy
product.
palette today? Yes.
I'm just saying, imagine if they came out with a line of really quality stuff. It would go in a second. A palette per member, like a whole little brand moment per member, or even per album. Shoot, they'd make more money off that than music.
Right.
Which might not appeal to them then. Like, could you imagine you put all this work into music and makeup becomes the thing you're known for?
Yeah.
Like, no. But I'm just saying, I could make money. This conversation has really wandered.
You can tell it's almost 3 a.m.
Yeah, right? I agree. I genuinely agree. Especially Blackpink, but YG in general knows how to make brand deals. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if a good chunk of YG's income is from brand deals. Because they're the fashionable one. Like, not that any of them are not fashionable, but like YG is known for a very particular look. And
well, I heard that BTS
Blackpink is very marketable
in
terms of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're like a bunch of stick beauty queens. But I heard that BTS gets to choose what they wear. Like everything that they wear.
That too. They have a huge hand in their costuming.
Yeah, for like music videos and stuff like that. Which I thought was really cool.
Absolutely. Especially since imagine if you get to pick whatever you wear, and you also know that if it's a music video, odds are your outfit's getting donated. Imagine the stuff that you could get to wear because you get to decide and then reach out to like a high-end fashion dealer or whatever.
Right? Not a bad gig.
Not at all.
I
mean, they might have to return it, but for a little while they get to wear it, like for promos and stuff. Yeah, it's interesting because like we were mentioning before with Big Hit actually not being very big, and they're planning a massive expansion next year. Really interesting to see how they branch out in terms of things, not just brand deals, but like how they fill in their income stream. Because I think a huge part of them branching out is figuring out how to live past BTS.
They have to pay for their own clothes. For music videos, that doesn't make sense because so many people are begging them to wear their clothes.
Yeah, I would say I could see them being asked to buy their own clothes if they're choosing. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
But red carpet and music video fashions across the board, it's just an industry thing. Almost all of it's donated.
Yeah.
Most of the time because it's a brand deal.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times, again, they don't get to keep it. Sometimes they do. I could also see them being like,
well, it's just like every celebrity. You don't get to keep what's donated.
I could also see it being like, we got you this brand deal, but if you want to keep the item, you have to pay for it. That makes sense.
Wait, hold on. A drama?
Oh, yeah, based on the Bangtan Universe storyline.
Are they going to be?
I've heard bits about it. I think this is the one that they're not starring in it. They're casting actors. Like they're making a drama.
They better cast all daddies. All zaddies with a Z. ZADDY.
I think there might be 2 projects that I'm thinking about, but I do know.
Oh, they said they're not going to act.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Yeah, cool. Then it is the one I've heard about. And I think part of it is that like young people, like people younger than them, which would make sense as a school storyline.
Yeah. I forget I'm old sometimes. And I'm like, cast all the hotties. They're like 16-year-olds. I'm like, okay, out of control.
Yeah, I think at the height of the storyline, it's been a while since I researched it, but at the height of the storyline, they're like maybe 19, 20. And a lot of it is them being like 15, 16, 17 years old. And going as far back as like, what, 6, 7, 8? I think when people say company stand, it means that they're going to support anybody that comes through Big Hit. Not that they don't stand BTS, but just being like, putting it out there that like, Oh yeah, Tomorrow by Together is coming out soon, so we're going to stand them too, and that's kind of the vibe I've gotten off of it. Like they're gonna support anybody who comes through the company, and I think I've also heard it to a varying degree of we'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt, not necessarily always stand them, like if they don't like the group. I sometimes call myself a company stan just because I'm obsessed with Big Hit as a company, like their company policies and stuff. But I think it's probably got a wide definition. But I'm pretty sure if you're standing Big Hit, it doesn't mean you're not standing BTS. I think some people don't use stand to mean exclusive either. It's anything they like, they'll stand. Mm-hmm. I just did something to my ear. I was itching, and now I've got blood on my fingers. I have Q-tip. No, it's not in my ear. Now it's good. It's Halloween, right? But yeah, I don't know if I've actually announced it on the channel. Speaking of being a company stan, I actually
give the setup about how big of a deal this is. Like this is Mondo Burger. Like you go, it's not a king size. It's a Mondo Burg size. Like just fat, juicy, grade A beef.
I applied and I got invited to present at a BTS academic conference in London.
King's College Academic
Kingston University about Big Hit. I'm basically coming in to
academic journal. Literally.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get published in an academic journal about BTS.
Like doctorates get there.
Yeah, like, the majority of the people seem to be like doctorate level people. The woman who's hosting it is a huge BTS stan who's a professor at the school. And so I put in an abstract offhand because I really want to talk about Big Hit.
And thousands of people applied. And guess who got it?
Yeah, so the topic is basically...
I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her.
I'm really
makes me
excited
sick.
too.
Like, I'm so proud of her.
And it might be live streamed. So if it's live streamed, I'll let you guys know so you can see it. But that's one of the reasons I've been gone from the channel is I've been working on this massive project because it's my topic I picked. It's going to be titled something along the lines of like the quiet social revolution of Big Hit Entertainment and all about stuff about BTS, but also just the corporate policies of Big Hit and how they're changing the music industry right now and affecting social culture very quietly. Like, you know, to this day, they still don't talk about what Spring Day means. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I obviously can't say that because it's not confirmed. But for crying out loud, if you look into the business, Big Hit has a lot of the same policies as Netflix.
Like, which is huge.
Like they're going to change the industry.
Like Netflix is like dream goals to work
And I'll
on.
definitely let you know when it's published. And you guys might like it. It's a whole academic journal about BTS. Everybody who got accepted are speaking on BTS. So I hope it's going to be live. It'll be the conference is January 5th and 6th. So if any of you live in Europe or the UK and want to go to the conference, that would be awesome to have like support. But I think they said they're going to try to live stream it. And so I'll let you guys know so you can watch. But it's really exciting that I get to go nerd out about Big Hit with a bunch of other international people who love them. And I guess a few like college presidents or professors from South Korea are going to be there too. So it'll be cool to like speak academically, not just as a fan, but like as a researched academic. And maybe they'll hire me then because I'll be like, hey, guess what? I'm an international expert on your company. But January 5th and 6th, I don't know which day I'm speaking at because they're still firming up the exact schedule. But it's at Kingston University, and they already have a page up about it. Yeah.
How nutso!
I'm really excited about it.
I'm so proud of her. Like, it's unreal.
So I keep talking on Twitter how there's quite a few reasons we haven't been doing reactions, and a lot of them have been rough and dark. But some of them have been good, and this is one of the really good reasons why I've been distracted. But all that said, if you think of random things that are cool, like I'll have a bit of a platform to talk about them. Maybe I can sneak in some information y'all think people should know about. Good luck with grad school, by the way. I have no desire to get a master's degree. It looks very intimidating, so that's really cool and brave of you. I'm really excited too. Like, I'm such a nerd. I'm like, I want to go to where the nerds are.
Yeah.
I want to be where the nerds are. But the fact that it's about Big Hit is really special to me. That I'm gonna get to go and like, I don't know, talk about the things I put on YouTube, like the literary analysis stuff and the businessy stuff. And I've been doing a ton of research on Bang PD because of it. And oh my gosh, guys, some of the stuff out there. He did the graduation speech at Seoul National University, I think last year, or very recently. That speech is worth reading. He goes over a lot of the reasons why he started Big Hit and his entire thoughts around the music industry and all that. It's really fascinating why he deliberately chose to do some of the things that he did. And I think it says a lot about BTS when you read about it. And which is why I think they will monetize the solo videos at some point, because one of his big things is changing the industry so that it's the artists that are supported, not the people making money off the artists. He's all like, I want to make a future where if you're working in music, you're making a good living wage and you're not being exploited, and the artists have the freedom to make stuff because they're the ones actually making the thing we're selling. And I'm like, it's a very interesting speech. It is fun to talk about what we're passionate about. And I'm that obsessive extrovert who's always talking about stuff. I've also been doing presentations lately about marketing to new media, and I've snuck BTS into all of those too, talking about the way they were able to grab an international market through different media and marketing tricks, despite being a small company. So that's been fun. But yeah, so that's one thing. I'll keep you guys in the know. If a miracle happens and it's on the same level, the world is going to end or I'm going to get hired at Big Hit someday. If that happens, I'll let you know too. It's some miraculous thing. But it's looking more and more likely that I'll move to Korea next year. Probably as a teacher, but like it's actually becoming a real thing. So I'm working on becoming fluent in Korean. I'm nearing
She knows 149 words.
456.
Oh, just kidding. She knows 456
words and phrases. I'm not saying I sound good, but
she's learning.
I'm learning. I'm almost conversational. My goal is to be conversational if I get to move there next year.
I mean, I would hope so.
So maybe I'll get good enough that I can do like a really low-key live stream in Korean and everybody can make fun of me. Yeah, so that's one of the updates I wanted to make sure I shared in this. But I think because this is supposed to be Halloween-y and kind of spooky.
We should eat candy?
Well, yeah, we absolutely can. That's not where I was going, but there's candy. You can go get it. I was just saying, I was wondering.
I love how that's where my mind went first. Like,
it is 3 in the morning. Of course that's where your mind would go. I was wondering if people have any spooky topics or like questions or things you want to talk about, or learning a language is hard, but it's fun too, though. Korean is so different from English that it's almost a game. It's like you have to train your tongue differently, even.
Now I feel like I want to be where the nerds are stuck in my head. Thanks. Thanks, yeah.
I'm sure they do. I know a lot of armies complain about Big Hit. And I also think it's kind of part about K-pop culture to not like the company.
But if you like read their like terms of service,
yeah. Well, they're
a cell phone company, but legitimately they like have maternity, paternity.
Yeah, they do.
Like
they actually
really
market to
good
women a lot.
family, like family.
Well, that and
stuff.
I think also a lot of, especially Army, aren't thinking business. They're thinking obviously about supporting their idol. So like, when I get all up in arms about the business aspect of, say, the new ticket lottery scheme, I can totally understand why somebody is upset about that existing, even if business-wise, I know a whole bunch of reasons why they did it. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. People will complain, and
I mean, the chances of you getting it before, like we went to the concert.
Oh, I'm glad you like drops.
We paid $800 a piece to have fat fists waved in our face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Well, at least with this new lottery, we have a way higher chance of getting
a normal price. Yeah,
a ticket into a normal price. Like. It's so hard.
I'm glad you like drops. That's what I'm still using. It genuinely is the most helpful thing. And My other tip I found is get really good at reading Hangul because the romanizations will throw you off. There have been a lot of times where I can't get this word. It's jumbly in my mouth. I can't figure it out. But I realize it's because I'm reading the English part of it. But if I just sound out the Hangul, it makes so much more sense. So drops is cool. I really like it. It's helped me learn a lot. Korean is super hard. I'm not surprised.
I found a Twix, guys.
It's the exact opposite of English, I think. Yeah, exactly. So Sunshine Hey, I think that is the case. And that's why, unless they're being ridiculous, I don't get mad at people who don't like Big Hit. People are invested in different things and different aspects of things. Like, there are people who have genuine complaints.
But it's like, if you don't know, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to quote a song.
I saw farther up. We were, someone was saying ghost stories. Oh, yeah, ghost stories are fun. That is a spooky topic.
I have too many. And I told one, my creepiest one, in a live I did before.
Ashlyn has legit ghost stories.
Tons of them.
Like not campfire tales.
Yeah, like scary ass shit. I never get the good ones. I always get the scary ones. Which kind of sucks, you know what I mean? Like, give me a good one, man.
Oh, my dog heard rustling. You can't have chocolate.
Dude, are you guys a left Twix or a right Twix? I'm a left. You want to know something about me that nobody knows? If I was ever lost and I had to choose left or right, always left. Heads or tails? Always choose tails. Nobody cares. So they're like, we're still on the Big Hit thing. Just making conversation.
I agree, Sunshine Hey. And I also think it's important to be critical of companies.
You can,
because they can change, and also ethics can shift. Oh, Ashlyn and I would both believe you.
I cannot have none. You cannot have it.
She pointed out if you always go left, to go in a circle.
If you always go right, you always go in a circle.
Which is why you'd be like me and just change it up every other time.
Nope, always left. But I feel like I'm pretty good at being prepared for like hiking and camping trips, but like left is always best.
I don't know why, maybe it's just folktales, but I feel like Russian ghosts would be a whole nother level.
I don't think Zoolander can turn left.
I love her having completely different conversations. BuzzFeed Unsolved? Ashlyn and I have seen about half of them. We try to wait to watch them together. We've both been kind of crazy busy. So we haven't seen the last few, but I think the last one we watched was The Viper Room.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've watched a lot of this season.
Yeah, we both do.
We both read tarot. Yeah.
We have our own decks.
We're kind of witchy, to be honest. Like,
oh my gosh, speaking of witchy, there's so many Twix just popping up at the top.
Yeah, you asked for it.
This is going to be my third one, out of control.
Yeah, with me, I don't really have a set of what I believe, but I love stories. So I'm like, I can either try to disprove all these cool things, or I could just like believe in magic and have a good time. And when I die, either cool things will happen or I'll be dead and gone. It doesn't matter. So I kind of choose to think life is more magical. Yeah, I've done readings about BTS before. Mostly because one of my favorite types of readings to do are past life readings. And so I have a ton of fun trying to read people's past lives. Because even though it's probably completely false, they're good stories. Like, I've used that to build characters I put into books before, because a story will pop out. I don't try to do too many personal things about people I don't know, though. So it's usually kind of surface level stuff if it's about other people. I have done readings about Ashlyn and Namjoon as a couple, but I don't share these things with her because it makes her make that face. But I ship them, so, you know.
I ship us too.
Yes, I know.
I was telling Lana the other day, I was like, I feel like I'm subconsciously holding out for Namjoon or somebody like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's literally given us the definition of perfect, and I'm like, I already had high standards, and I'm like, I have very high standards.
You're just not willing to put up with BS anymore because it's possible to not have to.
Also, I'll know when I know. When I meet the right person, I'll know. Even though my ovaries are drying up because I just turned 27.
I am turning 31. Don't you talk about your ovaries ever. So if you say you're old, you're calling me ancient. Right? That pic of them. I feel like we might have missed a line because we keep ignoring the chat. What pic of them? That's so cute. I'm all here for cute pics. Did we talk about a picture? I didn't pay attention.
I don't know. I was eating candy for a while, and that's all I was thinking about. And the last one I ate, guys, the last Twix was extra crunchy for some reason. Probably it left Twix, and it was. So
I was thinking that might be what she meant. The one of you and Ashlyn that I photoshopped. You and Ashlyn. Namjoon and Ashlyn that I photoshopped.
Cute.
That was cute.
That's when I was like blonde for like 6 months of my life.
I sat there and like tooled in the shadow.
Yeah, she did such a good job. I wrote her. I was like, hey, can you do me a favor? It's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, can you take this picture and make it look like we're together? And she's
I think you might have been either very tired or slightly drunk.
Oh, probably really drunk.
And you're like, I found this picture of a girl who's about my height.
Yeah. So. And I'm like, this is a picture of me I kind of like, so can you just do it or what? I
don't want to be controversial, but I could absolutely see Jimin having female past lives. Yeah. Which is not me calling him girly now. Just saying he has such an empathetic, sensitive energy.
Well, this is the thing.
Ashlyn's has so many dude past lives.
Energy.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a lot of, I know I do. Mm-hmm. I also have a decent amount of femininity.
Yeah.
Energy.
No mouth skills, but
I have none. But that's the perfect
There's nothing
harmony.
Wrong with being girly. I just know that this is going to go up.
Well, no, it's not girly. It's just.
Oh no, she asked what's wrong with being girly though, and I'm pointing out there's nothing absolutely wrong about it, but I know people can get really defensive.
No, but here's the thing:
people calling Jimin
because girly isn't a word.
Yeah, right.
We are humans.
Feminine. Yeah.
Not even feminine. We're humans. Mm-hmm. We each live a life. What you are is not defined by any definitive label.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I also feel like people...
There's different energies, and everybody has different energies. And whether you behave more of like what a premeditated, predetermined woman is, you know what I mean? To me, that pisses me off.
Yeah. Yes.
Nothing makes me more upset.
And I also think people tend to be happier when they're balanced.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me really putting it out there. I do also see it as a good thing. Ashlyn talked about how Jimin and I are the same person all the time. Like Jimin, and I really understand him. I get very nervous talking about gendered things with BTS in a public forum because I feel like I'm not afraid of fame, but I'm afraid of going viral. So I don't want to say something that people are going to misunderstand and be like, oh, she called Jimin a girl. No. I just love that he has a really calm, gentle, tender energy.
Yeah. And that's just as masculine as it is feminine. You know? I'm like, you know what? Men can... we're not going to get on this topic. Also,
no, we have a lot of opinions about it, and it's early in the morning, and we can just talk. Because, yeah, Ash and I have a lot of opinions about how stupid gender norms are. Mm-hmm. Which makes sense, because, like, my sister is more masculine than a lot of men I've met. And I love her for it.
Yeah. I'm a no bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And still
so kind and sweet and loving and caring. I cry over the littlest things. Old people.
She does.
Dogs. Homeless people. I'm the biggest baby. Legitimately the biggest baby. Also, very comfortable.
A video about Cinderella?
My favorite Cinderella was the one with Brandy. Also, you want to know what's weird about that movie? Brandy, African American.
Oh, yeah. Prince, it was race blind.
Yeah, the prince, Asian. The mom, Whoopi Goldberg. Who's the dad? White?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, best Cinderella story ever. But you know what I thought was funny? The mean sisters were all white.
One of them's black.
Okay. I obviously haven't seen that movie in a long time. But yeah, race blend. Mm-hmm. Love that.
I also love that everybody's like, how could they possibly have that kid? I'm like, adoption's a thing.
Yeah.
It was cast race blind, but I also like
CNS. I don't know what that means. CNS. I don't know what that means.
So when they're saying it's a video about Cinderella, it's about chicken noodle soup.
I'm so behind the times. CNS. I'm like,
We've both seen it, yes.
Yes.
It was super good. And the Cinderella video that was mentioned is a study about how people write Cinderella off as being just a damsel in distress because she's hyper feminine, and how those traits might not be read differently.
She comes off as an abuse victim.
Right.
A traumatized abuse victim.
Yeah.
Who's trying to please so she won't get abandoned.
Well, she also did a whole lot to change her life, though.
No, I'm talking about her and the prince.
Oh, I don't know. I think it is interesting.
Not please, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's because she's an abuse victim, which is true. That's what you said.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Because she's an abuse victim.
I actually do really like dissecting the concept of damsel in distress because sometimes it doesn't apply, but it's given to people because they're princesses or something. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they absolutely are, and we need to talk about that. Oh, okay, yes. It was clarified. The video's about not blaming the victim. Like, makes sense.
Oh, is she recommending a video for us?
Yeah, that's the Cinderella video. I remember seeing this video about Cinderella by the channel The Take. You should watch it. And that's when you started talking about Brandy. But they're meaning this is a dissection video of the character of Cinderella.
Oh, I'm sorry. My neurons aren't firing when they need to.
It's not the same way. Everybody needed to know you love that Brandy Cinderella. The universe needed it out there.
So good.
I posted it on my Twitter the other day because it's on YouTube now.
Shut up.
For free. Bitch. That and Rigoletto.
Bitch, I'm about to. Oh, sorry.
See?
So good.
And yes, we both seen Chicken Noodle Soup. It was really good. I remember I was talking about it a lot on Twitter too. But I feel like that's the most in his element I've seen Hobie in a long time.
I love it. Because who says she needs to be white? And honestly, she's a mermaid.
And she's beautiful.
And mermaids actually don't look like that.
Yeah.
Not saying they're real, but like if they were real, they would be like Harry Potter mermaids.
Yeah,
I'm beautiful with a tail on a rock.
Yeah, the girl they picked is not only beautiful, but
great voice.
Sing. Yeah, I think it was a good cast.
And her face looks like what I would envision Ariel to look like. She has sweet, beautiful, like cutesy, dimply. Like she's so beautiful. Yeah, such a beautiful voice.
I also think part of the backlash is a
good luck on your test, baby. You have a good night.
A lot of people read it as Halle Berry, and not Haley Berry or whatever, or Bailey, whatever her name is. It's really close, and I think a lot of people read it wrong too. And I'm also, yes, good luck on your test. I'm glad we gave you some calm, maybe. This video, we're actually probably going to end it really soon, but
what time is it?
It's 3:20 in the morning. But we'll also process it and have it up on the channel. Yeah, Halle Bailey. A lot of people read that as Halle Berry. But we'll have the whole video up. So when you come back, you won't have missed anything. I think it was a good choice. There's no reason in the world to race was never important to Ariel's character. So it doesn't matter what race she is, you know? The only times that I think race should be a factor is if like that's part of the story. Like,
right.
You're not going to cast a Chinese man as Black Panther, but there's no reason why a Chinese man couldn't be Hulk or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if it's only important if it's a... Plus, she's a mermaid. Like...
Yeah, no, I know. That's how I was so excited about her being cast as Ariel, because I've heard her music too. And actually, they just won something. Didn't they just win something at an award? Or were nominated for it? Like a big thing.
I don't know. I am oblivious to everything most people pay attention to.
Oh, I was talking to Sunshine Hay.
Oh, no, I know the comment you're talking about. I'm just saying I don't know her outside of the pictures I saw for Ariel. I just remember seeing her and going, yeah, she's cute. And she can sing? Cool. I mean, goodness knows the live Disney movies have had people who can't even sing, even though they look like the person. Like, have someone who can sing.
My thing is I saw Beauty and the Beast and love Emma Watson.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Ish was auto-tuned to the nines.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm like, that's all I could hear through that whole movie.
Cute, huh?
Tobias Tesla, get out here and show them your cuteness.
Plus, Ariel's voice is way more important to her character than her race.
Shelby. Especially because half the movie she doesn't even have a voice. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. I love how I tried to call Tobe out because I wanted him to show off for everybody.
Because they like my dog?
Yeah, well, because they said she looks cute. And I'm like, my dog looks so cute. And I tried to call him out, but he put himself to bed. That's
behind the scenes of our channel, that's very common. When you guys comment how much you like Boo, we're more likely to have Toby on the bed the next time because Ashlyn gets a little upset that no one saw her dog.
Yeah, I'm like, he is the cutest thing in the world.
He is. And he was...
he deserves to be revered by many.
He went to a Halloween party with Ashlyn tonight in a little yellow rain jacket because he was Georgie.
He's so cute.
It was very cute. Oh, Prince? I don't really have any opinions. I kind of like the thought of someone who's not super well known, but just make sure he can... Does Eric ever sing?
No, but I think they would make it into something like that.
Cast somebody who's got good... Honestly, what I would do is make sure he has good charisma with her.
Yeah.
Screen test them together, find somebody who looks good, but they have good chemistry. Because she, like you said, she doesn't get to speak through most of this movie. They need to have good unspoken chemistry. And if they have duets, find someone with a good voice. Well, yeah, if they were going to cast Harry Styles, I'm sure he sings now. Because he's a singer.
Yeah.
So, like, get someone in there. I wouldn't be opposed to Harry Styles, but also I kind of like the thought of someone who's not...
Harry Styles.
Well, not super well known.
Yeah.
I
love Timothy. Oh my gosh, November 1st. Oh my gosh. You guys, on Netflix, they did a little mini trailer, and it's one with Timothy Chalamet and then one with Johnny Depp's daughter, and they're actually dating in real life. Cute, probably because of the show. But it's about King Henry and battling and stuff, and it looks so good, and it drops today. Wait, what's today?
The second. It's just tipped into the second.
Yeah. So I work all weekend, but guess
we know
what
she's
doing?
Binging.
Yeah.
We're sisters.
Sisters.
Yeah. Also good friends, though.
Yeah. We're adopted. I'm adopted to her family, so that's why we
don't look that much alike.
Yeah. She's a pale girly with the blonde.
I don't know how much different you can get than like Scandinavian ancestry and Native American ancestry. But yeah, we're both. I only know his name. I don't know what he's been in. So this is a conversation
in Call Me by My Name.
I never watched that. Is he the older one or the younger one?
He's the younger one.
Oh, okay. But I know his face now too.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Call Me by Your Name though, but I've seen big chunks. Like I know what it is.
It's good.
I've seen chunks of it.
He's in a movie with I
know I've heard the name, so I know he's good. Like people have said good things about it.
Yeah, he's also in a movie with
our babies are cute.
What's her name? That Irish girl.
Oh, yes.
Or something.
I know her name. I'm too tired to pronounce it correctly, though. Ronan's her last name, right?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Another good actress, though.
Yeah.
Really good actress.
It was like, it had like...
You're just showing some of your lights. We'd go the other way, but actually it's a little messier over there.
It's not messier. It's just missing... I have these stands over here.
TV trays.
And we took one out, so it looks weird. Empty. Like a little empty.
Also, my candy wrappers are over there. They don't even know how many I've eaten.
2.
Yeah. Well, just now. I bought that bucket of candy. It used to be full.
3 of those Twixes.
Yeah, I think it's really funny. We had this moment where I'm not scared of fame at all, but I froze up being worried about viral content, and I'm sitting next to somebody who's like, fame is your worst fear on the planet. And so I don't know.
I don't think fame is my worst fear because I inadvertently want fame for like my music, just not being the face of it. I think I relate fame to no personal space. Like you can't breathe.
So your biggest fear is being crowded.
Yeah.
Not everybody knowing who you are.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's more of my, like you can't even go to the grocery store.
Big Hit has been scooping up talent from the big 3 for a while now, actually.
Yeah.
Their new creative director, didn't she used to work for SM? And now she's in charge of the girl group. Like he basically handed her a company. So it makes sense if they hired on JYP songwriters too. Oh, and Big Bang PD co-founded JYP.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. He probably knows a lot of the same people who work there. I'm excited. And if they brought in big 3 songwriters, maybe they're expecting the album to be big. Because I feel like Persona was a really personal album. And I don't mean little, but like it was close. But if they're bringing in big name songwriters, maybe this is the album they're expecting to launch from. Kind of like Her versus Tear, you know? We've been saying that for a while. I'm all for it. The way that company runs, bring in all the good, talented, worthy people. Let them get all these benefits.
No.
Oh,
like with Halsey?
No, like with Halsey.
Oh, probs.
I don't know if they're going to do...
Miss You Too.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed something. I wouldn't be surprised if they had another collab, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they're now keeping the collabs to either solo projects, remixes, or like their game album, stuff like that. So I feel like there's under the skin drama with some of their latest collabs, and so I'm like, I'm not sure either one. I wouldn't be surprised if either one. They hired the woman who designed Ryan, Namjoon's favorite character.
Who's Ryan?
The bear. Ryan from Kakao.
Oh. Wait, isn't Kakao a text message service?
Yeah.
That's where he came from?
Yeah, the Line Friends.
I thought...
It's like an emoji set, basically. Well, it's like Sanrio.
The band Brown Bear?
Well, the brown bear is a Line Friend, yeah.
And that's Ryan.
No, Ryan's a yellow bear.
You don't know what I'm talking. It's not yellow.
I'm saying I think they're 2 different characters.
It's not yellow. Namjoon has the light brown bear.
Maybe. I'm tired, guys. I'm saying all the wrong things, I'm sure.
But I thought it was because it was like
to see
a television show. It's literally like an emoji on a text message service. I'm so confused what's happening.
We shouldn't be talking. 안녕하세요. Yeah, they're different characters. There we go.
Okay, excuse me for living. Also, Namjoon likes the light brown. Brian is the light brown bear. There's no way it's yellow. Yellow's my favorite color. I feel like I'd remember. Is it yellow? Now I'm like really, I don't know.
Yeah. There is a lot of... Well, Big Hit used to work with JYP. Like, really, really closely. And here's the thing about Yoongi, though. I don't know if they didn't let him write in the last album. I think he was working on something else. So at the same time he was coming out with a lot of his personal collabs and stuff, I think he might have decided not to write very much for the last album. I think a lot of times when people are saying things
but
like...
they all write stuff, and then the best is chosen.
Well, absolutely.
Because he's written on that album, hasn't he?
Oh, he definitely has. But I'm talking about the comment you're saying, I miss Yoongi writing. They didn't let him write like he did back in the day. And he used to be more involved with their music. You can definitely like miss the older music. That's not a thing. But I don't think that they're saying don't let him do as much now. I think he's focusing on multiple things right now.
Yeah, because I mean, when the album was like whatever, he dropped like what, 2?
That's what I'm saying. He's done a lot of high profile collabs lately, and he might have been working on August D too.
Yeah.
It's like when people blame Big Hit for not giving Jin a role, and I'm like, it's not their decision. Jin probably is too busy to pursue acting.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this is actually their members' choice, but we can never know. I mean, they're not going to say that, but I hope he does more writing on the next album. It would be really cool if he did, though, especially if the rumors are true. Your battery's running low on your computer. Well, if he said that, then I mean that's interesting.
It's kind of whacked. My battery life is only this long.
Laptop batteries are the worst.
What is it?
Sorry, I've lost my train of thought and where I am in the chat.
Yeah, so I mean, he's not. They're just picking what they feel is the best for the vibe. You know what I mean?
And that could be true. Oh, I was going to say, I hope we get more from him, especially if people are right that this next album is going to be Shadow.
Which would make way more sense. Because I feel like Yoongi writes from very dark places.
Well,
and I write from very dark places,
well, I
too.
mean kind of that, but I also mean he does a lot of work on psychological stuff. Because it's not always has to be dark. Because he also writes some of the cutest stuff that Big Hit has ever released. But
that's not what I'm saying. Like his... Like
it would be more
if you look back on their older music, it comes from a lot of like
thematically you know I mean? He might have a lot to say. Really. Yeah. Go get your cord, Ashley.
Okay. It said I had 9 minutes.